Unfortunately for me, my flag seems to have a little scuff at the side. I am not sure where this is from and I hope it's not because of me. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have the 1/7 scale figure of Baltimore, finish line flag bearer version by Apex. When I first saw this figure come out, I was a bit on the fence because I already got the Baltimore in her original battle outfit. But the more I looked at this figure, the more the colors and the details grew onto me. Eventually I hit that pre-order button because the blue is just so attractive. After pre-order closed, I realized that for some reason she also became quite highly sought after because people discovered that she was somewhat cast off. I am not sure about that. So I'm really excited to open her up and see what she's like. With that, let's get started. I got this Baltimore figure from Ami for about 20,000 yen, and this was shipped by Surface for about 40,000 yen. I ordered this back in September 2023, and she was released in December that same year. Even though I received this in February 2024, I actually opened her up sometime in the middle of 2024. So yeah, this video footage was from a while back. I finally managed to stitch the video together, so here you go. The box of this figure is simple with a window on the front and side, plus photos of the figure on all sides. The box also has blue colored designs, matching the vibrant blue color of the figure, which is very attractive to my eyes. Opening this box up and taking the blister package out, inside, the inner side of the box is also in that vibrant blue color. Very pretty. There is also an acrylic stand featuring the illustration of this figure. Here is the set of instructions for the figure, which comes in Chinese. It also comes with a Japanese and English translation. This figure comes with two blister packages. Opening up the bottom blister package, I first have the base, and it's a big one. Next, I have this plastic support for the flag. This scares me. Will the flag break? I hope it doesn't. Last in this blister package is the very dynamic looking flag. I really hope this does not break. Moving on, next is the second blister package, and I first have Baltimore's very fancy hat. Next is Baltimore's alternative head, which is a nice extra piece to have. And last but not least, the figure of Baltimore herself. And that is all the components I have for this figure. Now, to set Baltimore up. For assembly, I'll start by putting her on the base. On her base, there is a metal peg at the side of the tires. This aligns with the hole on one of her shoes, so I'll just slot her in. I think that's the best I can push her in, even though part of the peg is sticking out. She's not really sitting on the tires, but I can't push her in any further because of the hand. I'll just leave her like this. Next up, she comes with an alternative headbutt which you can swap out. The default has a smiling face showing her teeth, and the alternative is just a simple smiling face. I prefer the default version, so I'm not gonna swap this out. Next, we attach the flag. Firstly, I gotta remove this cap so I can slot the pole through her. Okay, that took quite a bit of force to pull out. Now I'll slot the flagpole in and have this support stand by. On the back of her hair scalp, there is a hole which allows the flagpole to slot through. The pole should be aligned to go under her arm. There is also a peg on the flag which slots into the hole on the tire. I don't think I'll push the peg fully into the tire because I don't want to further scratch the pole. Currently the flag feels pretty stable, but there's an additional plastic support which you can use to better support this. I'm not sure if the support is put in correctly because it feels a little bit too high. Maybe it's because my flag isn't put in properly. Okay, I tried fiddling with the flag a bit by pulling this pole outwards. This then allows the peg on the flag to better slot into the tire. Also, the plastic support seems to fit a lot better. However, my plastic support doesn't seem to align with the base properly. It's slightly tilted. Well, I'm not gonna force it to align, so I'll just leave it like that. Thankfully, I don't think my pole has any scratches from sliding up and down the arm. Now I'll reattach this cap piece. It goes in a lot easier than it was to take out. Last but not least, to attach our hat. It is magnetic, so it slots in really easily. From this set, I also got the acrylic stand of the illustration for this figure. There's a plastic film on the acrylic surface, so I'm gonna peel that out. The base also has this acrylic film, so I'll remove it as well. Okay, that was quite satisfying. Now I'll put the stand on the base. And there we go. The acrylic stand of this illustration looks really gorgeous. The print feels very high quality. It's certainly a nice piece to have next to the figure. With that, I have the 1/7 scale figure of Baltimore from Azur finish line flag bearer version, fully assembled. And I'm so glad I picked this up. She looks amazing. Just having the flag makes her so wow. And the base is also really unique. Look at the manju. So adorable. Anyway, let's zoom into the figure. Her face looks very pretty, just like the promo pictures. I like how her hair is done. There's a little braid in her fringe, and that's a very nice detail. Her hair sculpt is simple, yet very pretty. I like how it transitions from a darker brown at the top to a lighter brown at the bottom. It's also a little bit translucent towards the edges, which looks quite nice. And the best part about her head, I feel, is her hat. The hat is really detailed. And there's something about this particular design of hats that I really like. The colors of this hat are also so beautiful. It's not just a simple blue color. There's a bit of a gradient, and I like how glossy it is. Also, this symbol at the front of the hat has a transparent backdrop with a metal rim around it. The detail of this thing is a very nice touch to this figure. Moving down the figure, I really like her outfit. Although it's not much, there's quite a bit of details going on. Firstly, the blue color is so attractive. There's so much shading in the fabric, and I love how glossy it is. They also sculpted folds for the fabric at the right places. For example, on her skirt or pants, there are folds where the buttons are. It reflects the tension of the fabric really well. I also really like her sleeves. The edges are transparent, and I like how the zippers are sculpted on it. Also, the shoulder pad on her right is a really nice touch. Lastly, for her thigh-high shoes, I love how it looks. This detail of the garter belt is really well done. And again, the way the fabric folds around the knees is top-notch. Lastly, for the base, I really like it. The tires makes it a really interesting looking base. And in addition to the tires, they also made the floor have some road-like texture, giving this figure some context. There's also a race course banner at the back, and I love how there's a manju on it. Seriously, that manju is so adorable. He's just enjoying his spot on the tires there. The main highlight for this figure is definitely the flag. I love the way it's sculpted, it looks so dynamic. And even though I had to slide this up and down the arm, I don't see any scratches, so the paint job is pretty well done. On the flag, there's quite a bit of shading, especially for the white portion. There is some blue shading, which gives this flag more detail. Also, the red ribbon is a really nice addition to contrast with the blue figure overall. Unfortunately for me, my flag seems to have a little scuff at the side. I am not sure where this is from, and I hope it's not because of me. All in all, I'm really happy with this Baltimore, even though I already have another Baltimore figure from Outer. This Baltimore is just so attractive, and compared to all the other Azur race figures, I think she's the best, especially in terms of the colors. I think I just really like blue. And about that remark whether she's cast off, I kinda don't think she is. If you want to cast her off, you probably gotta force this piece out, which would definitely damage the figure. So I don't recommend doing that. But I would definitely recommend picking up this figure if you're on the fence about it. And that's all for today's video. I am so happy to have picked this up. This Baltimore is just so gorgeous. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you enjoyed what you saw, do leave a like and subscribe with notifications to stay tuned to more videos. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!